Hello, welcome to this lecture video. So today we will be considering another example of binomial test of proportion. So in our previous video, what we have presented there is the raw data or the dummy data of the preference of 30 customers. Now, assuming that our data set is already in a summary form. So what we have is a frequency of those who wants spaghetti using, of course, in the menu, pork, and the other one is the longanisa. So we are going, of course, to show that in our SPSS. Okay, so here is our data set. So this is what I am talking about. So we have here pork and longanisa, and for the frequency it's 10 and 15. So it's actually different from our data set that of course shows 30 respondents. So if in case we have this, we are going to use analyze, non-parametric test, and one sample. So we have here, of course, this set. But of course, if we're going to do this, we cannot just, as you can see here, we cannot see the same variables as presented while back in another video. So we're going to close that for a while, because what we need to do first is we have to set to the SPSS that we need to use the frequency. So how to do that? We will be clicking data and weight cases. So I repeat, data, weight cases. So of course, initially it is like this. So we have to click weight cases by frequency variable and click OK. So now we're set weight by frequency. So let's go back to our data set. So click. Now we can do the procedure, analyze, non-parametric, and one sample. Okay, so of course, initially we have this, and then for field, we also have this. For setting, we have this. So of course, it's very difficult now that, of course, our data is, if we will be placing, for example, menu here, I'll remove that. If we will be placing menu here and do the same procedure as shown a while back, and just click OK and run. So this is what we can get. Of course, because we already said that it will be the frequency that will be considered. So we can just click this, but we have a new value that is generated in our data. Here, we cannot set, of course, as shown here, we cannot set that the success, for example, is 1 or 2. So again, the default is the first one. So if we will go back and show that, here, use first category found in the data. The first category that it considered is the pork. So unlike in the first one, that one corresponds to a value, another two corresponds to another category. Here, what it considers is the one being encoded first and encoded second. So the first one is pork, so it considered that the success is the pork. So let's go back to the result now. So this is the result showing that there are 10 respondents. Of course, we already know this, that 10 respondents who prefer pork. And we have here another data, exact significant. this one. So this is not generated in the first video. The exact significant is being generated whenever that we have minimum number of data or the sample size is not enough, so it generates exact significance. So anyway, here we can see that the result is actually equal, but it not all the times. It's not all the time. So as we can see here, because we have a data less than 30, the exact significance was also generated. So let's consider the confidence interval summary. So Klopper, Pearson, so the success is pork. Estimate is 4.4 or 40%. So 40% prefer, of course, the pork. And the minimum is 0.211, which means 21.1%. And the maximum who will choose pork is 61.3%. So again, if I'll go back to hypothesis summary, it is telling us that the null hypothesis is accepted, or we retain the null hypothesis. So simply because 0.424 is not far from 0.5. So that is not significant. Okay, so this ends the video. Again, thank you for watching.